It is Monday and it is a new week, and this week is hopefully going to be a better week in terms of budgeting. So we've just got back from doing our food shop and we spent £21.85 in Aldi, and then we also went into Asda and they had loads of stuff on yellow sticker. So we got some things from there as well. I think we spent about £6 something in Asda. So we spent under £30 on this week's food shop, which is really good. So yeah, hopefully this week will be a bit better and I'll be a bit more on plan in terms of both budgeting and Slimming World. But today for dinner, I'll just show you what we're having. Okay, so I think we're going to have some leftover bean chilli, which I cooked last week if you watched last week's video. And then I picked up this creamy ranch salad kit. I'm probably not going to actually use the ranch or the croutons, but it was 10p in Asda, so I was like, yes, I'm picking that up, and I'll probably put some like light mayo with it or something, so it'll be a bit like a coleslaw. And then we'll probably have some Slimming World chips or something with this, or maybe something or other, I don't know. So yeah, we're just going to unpack the shopping and then I'm just going to chuck that together nice and quick, and yeah, easy and within the budget. Hello, it is Tuesday and I am finally going to have my dinner. I wasn't hungry when Jack had dinner earlier. He had some muscle food burgers that we still had left over from our muscle food order, and he had that with some potato wedges that we got from Aldi and beans. And did you have salad in your burger? Yeah. And salad and things like that. I am just going to have some of the leftover chicken soup that we still have from the other week when I made the chicken and all the soup. And if you watched my last video, you'll know that I didn't include a clip of the soup because I kept forgetting to film it. So today I'm finally going to show you what the soup looks like. Now all my assignments are over, it is time for the revision stage of university. So I've got all my revision gear. Hi guys, it's Wednesday and I am back from work and I'm making lunch. And I've realised that in these videos I don't really show you what else I eat other than like dinners and stuff. So I'll just quickly show you the kind of things that I eat when I get home from work. If it's not leftovers, then it tends to be like a sandwich and salad, things like that. So I'll show you. So when we were in Asda yesterday, we usually shop in Aldi, but we've been going into Asda to see what we can get on yellow sticker. And they had this bag of salad for 10p. So I picked that up and I'm going to have that with a toastie. So the toastie is currently in my toastie maker, and the bread that I'm using is the wholemeal Warburton's bread. The ham that we get is the Aldi Applebee's and it's 69p for the pack of ham. And then the cheese that we get as well is the 30% less fat cheese from Aldi, and that usually lasts us quite well as well, depending on how many cheesy meals we have throughout the week. Okay, so I am such a bad YouTuber and I didn't actually film the lunch that I told you I was making, but there is a picture of it on my Instagram, so do check that out if you want to see what my food looks like before I gobble it up. Okay, so lunch is finished and I have some food that I'm trying to use up. So if you watched my other video, you would have seen me say that I'm trying to use up everything in my cupboards, etc, etc. So I have a tin of coconut milk reduced fat, and I also have a butternut squash, and they've both been hanging around for a long time. I think the coconut milk we got given when we moved in because my stepmom gave me a curry recipe that I've just never got around to making, and the butternut squash I bought like weeks ago, and it still looks okay, so I'm going to cut into it and see if it's any good still, and if it is, I'm making a curried butternut squash soup. So here's my butternut squash, This is the tin of the reduced fat coconut milk, and can you believe that reduced fat coconut milk for one tin is like 22 cents? So I'm gonna see how many portions I can get out of this soup. The recipe that I'm using is just one I found on BBC Good Food, and the recipe says that it serves 6. I'm gonna see if I can bulk it out so I can get any more than 6, because then it just reduces the sin value between each portion for those of you on Slimming World. But I mean, it looks good though. I'll link the recipe down below if any of you want to find it.
This town's so lame, I'm feeling so wired. It's 4 a.m., I'm not even tired. We're in your car, we can drive away. Oh yeah, we're almost there. I'm loving this feeling of something new. Just right what I needed. Take me there, we can drive away. Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let it go.
Today is Thursday, and yesterday I didn't film at the time that I ate dinner, as in I didn't film me talking. I was in quite a bit of pain yesterday, so Jack made dinner, and if you watched my Aldi, however you pronounce it, haul from a couple of weeks ago, you would have seen that we picked up one of those Old El Paso taco kits with the soft tortillas, which I think are 4.5 cents per like tortilla boat thing. So Jack made those with the mince that we had left over from the shop that we did last week, and he got an extra portion out of that to take to work with him today as well. So we had that for dinner last night. I think I've inserted a clip somewhere so you can see what it looked like. And today I am back from work. I'm having my lunch. I'm having some of that soup that I made, the butternut squash soup. The recipe that I've linked down below, I did tweak it slightly. I added some sweet potato because we had some sweet potatoes in the cupboard that had also been in there for ages that needed to be used up. So I added that, and I added a few more lentils, and I got 6 portions out of it. So it works out with the tinned coconut milk, the reduced fat one, is 3.5 cents per portion. So it's not too bad, I suppose. I mean, I wouldn't usually want to use cents on soup, but at the end of the day, like I said, I'm trying to use up all the food in our cupboard. So far so good. Today I was gonna make campfire stew for dinner in the slow cooker. However, me being me, I didn't read the instructions until I got home and didn't realise that you had to soak the gammon overnight to draw out the salt, because I've never cooked gammon before. So that is now soaking now, and I'll have to make that for dinner tomorrow. So I need to think of something to make today, and I'm thinking maybe tuna pasta bake or something along those lines, and I'll make the tomato sauce from scratch. So we'll see how that goes. But this week's not been too bad, I don't think, in terms of food so far. I'm out Saturday night and Jack is also out, so we've budgeted that in as a separate budget, so it doesn't come out of our food shop budget, it comes out of like our social budget. So I'll be eating out Saturday night, and I think Jack may eat here, not sure yet, not sure. But yeah, in terms of dinners, we're doing okay. We don't have as many leftovers this week, but I think in terms of how the weeks are blending in together, I think we're doing okay in terms of spending. But I'll update you Sunday or Monday.
You came along, couldn't look away. Somehow you turned my life completely upside down.
Hello, it is Friday and I have just got back from a midwife appointment, and baby is now head down rather than horizontal. so that is good news. I've got a physio appointment at 12, so I'm just going to chuck the ingredients for a campfire stew into the slow cooker, ready for dinner this evening. Okay, so the gammon joint has been soaking in water overnight, and the recipe that I'm using is from Pinch of Nom, which I will link down below, so you can go and check the recipe out if you want to make it yourself, but it looks really good, so I'm looking forward to this. So that's all assembled in the pot, and I'm cooking it on low, and this will be cooking for about 6 to 8 hours, I would say.
I try to close my eyes, but then I hear you call. Yeah, your perfume that I still can stand.
Hi guys, it is Monday again, so as you may have gathered, I didn't film over the weekend again, but as I mentioned in the video, we had planned to go out on Saturday, so I went out for dinner with my friends Saturday night, and the budget for that was taken out of our like social budget, not out of our food budget, so it hasn't cut into like the money that we've spent on food. And on Sunday, which was yesterday, I was having really bad pains with like my SPD and everything, so my mum actually cooked us dinner, so I didn't have to cook anything, so again, saves us money on our food budget. So yeah, that was really nice of her, so I didn't actually cook at all over the weekend. So the clips that you've seen of the food throughout the week is what we made. So yeah, we spent just under £30 for the week. I've still got that pack of bacon in the freezer that hasn't been used, so I think I'm going to use that today when we get back from our food shop. I have done sort of a list of meals for the week ahead, because again, there's a couple of days where we'll probably be out and about. I've got my leaving meal at work, but I'll talk all about that in my next video, which I'm about to start now. So there'll be like a week in between this video going up and that video going up, but I am planning on not buying any meat at all for the next week. So we will see how that impacts what we spend this week coming up. But yeah, this week we definitely spent less than the week before. We didn't have any unplanned takeaways. The money that we spent on food that we didn't cook was all completely planned for. So yeah, I will, as I said, at the end of the month, I'm going to do like a roundup to work out what our total savings have been over this month since I've started this whole budget diary series. But if you are enjoying watching it so far and seeing how we're getting on, then please do give me a thumbs up. As always, leave your comments down below with any tips on how we can save money. Any ideas that you've got, then please do leave them for me, because I've been reading through them all and I'm definitely going to be trying them out. We've bought frozen veg, as someone suggested, instead of buying fresh vegetables, because they were going off too quickly. So some of our veg we've now bought frozen rather than fresh, and we've been buying a lot of yellow sticker stuff, as you will have seen. So yeah, I think we've made some good savings this week in comparison to the first week, where we spent like £48 altogether on food and takeaway. To be able to spend under £30 this week, I think has really balanced it out. So I'm hoping that next week, if we don't buy any meat and we stick to the meal plan, then we should have really saved some money this month, and we'll still have another week left to go. So I will see you all in the next video, which I'm going to start filming an intro to now. But like I said, don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you enjoy. Please subscribe so you don't miss my future Budget Diaries videos and all my other videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!